Hey wifey, my husband is my kryptonite. Have you ever heard it said that your strongest asset is potentially your strongest liability? It sounds like an oxymoron, but just give me a second to explain. Imagine you make $10 million a year, every year. I'm sure you would feel a lot of security in this financial freedom, as long as you didn't spend $10 million a year and invested your dollars wisely. Having that type of income could make you feel very stable. Now imagine you spent $10 million or $20 million a year instead. Suddenly, you're just spending beyond your means. You're now $10 million, $20, $30, $40, $50 million in debt, on the verge of losing everything. That same $10 million that was supposed to be your greatest asset has now become your biggest liability because you didn't manage it properly. The strongest asset in my life is my marriage, when it's managed correctly. It serves as a mirror, showing me everything I need to work on, to grow, heal, and become the best version of myself. Marriage reveals the areas of my life where I need improvement and helps me become stronger. It's like holding up a magnifying glass to my character, challenging me to grow in patience, understanding, and grace. When both partners are invested in self-growth and nurturing the relationship, the marriage flourishes. It becomes a source of strength, stability, and inspiration. But on the other hand, if I neglect it, refuse to take responsibility for my flaws, or blame my spouse for my unhappiness, that same marriage can quickly become a liability. It can feel heavy, draining, and filled with resentment. Instead of a source of strength, it becomes a source of struggle. The very relationship that could make me better and stronger can break me down if I'm not willing to put in the work. That's what I mean when I say my husband is my kryptonite. He has the power to bring out both the best and worst in me. He challenges me to grow in ways that aren't always comfortable, but are always necessary. And when we work together, I become stronger than I ever could have been alone. But if I fail to manage that relationship, if I fail to take ownership of my role in it, then it has the potential to weaken me. It's a constant balancing act of investing, growing, and learning. So while it may sound contradictory, it's the truth. The greatest blessings in life require the greatest care. The same qualities that make them so powerful as assets are exactly what make them dangerous if mishandled. Marriage, like anything valuable, requires responsibility and intentional effort. When managed with love, humility, and maturity, it becomes your greatest strength. But without that, it can feel like your greatest challenge. And that's why I say my husband is my kryptonite. He can either weaken me or strengthen me, depending on how I choose to show up. My name is Delyce Collins, and if you would like more of this, go to delycecollins.com, where I have established a platform to inspire first-generation wives, which simply means you were raised by a single mother with no father in the home, and you are struggling to make your marriage peaceful and worth having. See you on the other side.